Welcome back to the channel. Here we have a 2021 CRF110F Honda. We sold the KX60, we sold the CRF50 to a buddy of mine because Liam needed a bigger bike. And this is a good stepping stone. 110 cc, so it's got plenty of goose power to get yourself in trouble, but you're not going to outgrow this one super fast. This is the second year. I think 2020 was the first year of fuel injection. Man, is it sweet. You're not going to want to buy any bike for a kid unless it has fuel injection, because they're going to have tip overs, it's going to sit forever, and it's going to have trouble starting with, you know, if you don't use good non-ethanol fuel, the carb's going to get gummed up. I still run non-ethanol on this just because it's what I have here, but literally you turn the key, wait for a light to go off, and idle's perfect every single time, starts perfect every single time. It still has a backup kicker, but a kid is going to get on this thing, turn a key, wait for the light to come green, push the button, and boom, it starts. So they don't get discouraged. Young kids get discouraged really fast in this sport. Why? Who knows? Probably because they're used to playing on tablets and cell phones and all this other stuff. But get out and enjoy life. Get yourself a CRF110. So what we're going to do, we're going to fix a few of the minor issues that the 110 has. And the big one is we're going to install a shift shaft brace. It's kind of hard. Let me get the camera here. So you can see that the shaft here is super long, and it's really easy. If kids are going to crash this thing, adults are going to crash it.
It's going to get mangled.
And what's going to happen is it bends the shaft. So there's a company called JTI that makes the, where's the shift? Okay, so this is the JTI. You can see it's for 2013 and above CRF110 shift shaft brace. Don't buy the junk stuff. Spend a little cash. I mean, this is like, I don't know, 30 or 40 bucks. It's got a nice bronze bushing in there. This is a nice CNC'd piece. It's made in America. We're going to put this on, and what it's going to do is it's going to offer some more support for that shift shaft. We also got the matching JTI countershaft sprocket. I think this was like 30 bucks or something. Again, nice aluminum piece made here. And it's going to, you know, you want to run stuff like this because it's going to, little kids are going to, you know, this is going to get full of mud and get all goofy. So it's nice to have that open so you can see what's in here if you got to clean out mud and whatnot. So we're going to take this off first. We got to take the gear shift off. All this stuff this looks like a 10 mil. These are 8 mils. Pretty standard, straightforward dirt bike stuff. Easy to do. So yeah, so let's get this these parts installed, and we'll talk about the CRF a little bit maybe. Well, that looks sweet, dude.
Yep.
What do you think?
Is that how it's going to be? Or are you going to put something on there?
No, look at how good that looks.
But the chain's right there.
No, this is what you want.
What if you get your foot stuck in there?
No, you won't. Look at how it was before. Look at all this huge plastic. Now, let it warm up good. It's new. Your top matches it. Do you like the new side-by-side? You're a woman of few words. Okay, so got everything installed. I'll check these after a few rides, but you know, I kind of just torqued them up by field. You can see down here how much beefier this support is. So what else about the 110F? Pretty standard stuff. It's got a backup kicker right here. Easy to start. I mean, a kid basically falls on here and it'll start. They did away with, and I don't know how much I like this or not. It's kind of clean looking how the little, I don't know what you'd even call it, the little tab thing to undo and check the oil. They made it a little bit cleaner. You can use like a quarter or a flathead screwdriver to do that, to uninstall it or unscrew it, excuse me. Same sort of procedure. You leave it in there, and you just get it so it's seated, and then you pull it out to check your oil. So they changed that, it looks like. Still, it's got an O-ring, so as long as you don't play, gorilla, it's not going to be too hard to get off with your hands. Good protection as far as from, the heat shields and stuff. Your kids aren't going to get burned. There's a nice header protector and up or down low and then up top here. I added a little zip tie here to kind of tie back some of the wiring harness. I felt like it was flopping a little bit. I didn't like that. This thing is super quiet, which is a bonus if you're kind of in a neighborhood or something, or maybe if you got neighbors that don't want to hear this stuff ripping. Stock tires are really decent for stock. They got pretty nice knobs on there. Liam mentioned the kickstand being too short. It definitely is too short.
Yeah.
What else about the 110? Oh, this is nice. So they changed the fuel cap, and with it being fuel injected, you'd think that this needs to be pressurized, but it actually will run with the cap open. So it must be pressurizing the fuel somewhere else. But I do like how it's got like a bigger filler neck, which I feel is nice. And then when you start cranking down on this, you hear it, you can't tighten it too much. So I think that's good for kids. Again, pretty straightforward. You got your kill button here, and then up here you got your key. So you just flip your key, and then I'll show that one more time because you'll see. So there's a low fuel indicator light here, but also you have the check engine light and then a green light for when it's started. But so you wait for the yellow light to go off and then just push it, and that's it. It starts right up. This light stays green when it's on, so you can kill it this way, obviously, or you can turn it like that. You want to make sure your kids use this and turn the key off, because if you leave it on, I mean, it's going to continue to energize everything. But yeah, nice bike. We'll do an oil change on it here soon. Might even do that in this video. You know what, let me take this thing down and I'll fire it up real quick, and I'll just take it for a quick rip. You guys can kind of see what it does with my large adult body. So let me get it down. Well, might as well do an oil change on this thing. It's usually a good idea to get the break-in oil out of anything, so I'm going to guess that it's a 17 mil, but I've been wrong before. Nope, 17 mil. And it doesn't look bad, but it's a little dirty, so. And obviously you want to tip the bike up to get all the oil out. So while that's draining, let's check Manuel. Find out exactly how much oil we need to put in. I can't imagine it's more than a quart. There is a aluminum washer on here, but it looks fine, so I'm not gonna replace that. I'll just clean it up and slap it back together. So let's find out how much oil it takes. Manuel says 1.1 quarts of either 1030 or 1040. So I got this open, I'm just going to use it. Really not a big difference between the two viscosities. I think I'm just going to put a quart in it and call it good, because the 0.1 is not going to be a big deal. So we're going to put that drain plug back in, pour the oil in, and it should be good. I'm just going to clean off the threads a little bit. Washer. I forget what the manual said, but I believe it was 20 foot-pounds for this. So I'm just gonna snug it up. Easy. No gorilla strength required. And then we're gonna take this off. And does it fit? Look at that. Handy dandy holder. Let's get a funnel for that. Move the kicker out of the way. Put in our funnel. Alright. And that is how you do a CRF110 oil change. Start it up real quick. Yep, sounds good. You hear that fuel pump running? And we should be good. So, alright. Now you know about the CRF110. Saw how easy it was to change oil. Definitely think about getting one if your youngster is interested in dirt bikes. It's a nice bike. If you got any questions about it, just leave me a message below. Try to get to everybody. Thanks for watching.